It gave me the opportunity to even travel to another country for free. For free. Ooh, the light is going to be changing a lot. Anyway. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Giselle. If it's your first time stopping here, hi. Thank you so much for stopping by. So in this video, we're going to be talking about 6 reasons why you should move to Germany and study here. So before we jump into the video, I am putting together an ebook which is called the 6-Step Guide to Your German Journey. And basically this ebook outlines and lays out every single step that you need to take and what documents you need, when you need to submit them, how you need to submit them, what needs to be done in order for you to be able to come to Germany to study and have a degree in whatever department you want. So this ebook is going to be available from the 1st of May. So you can already add your email to the list of people who are interested in it. I'm going to put a link in the description box below. And that will lead you to a page where you can get more information on what you can get from this ebook. And you can put in your email address there, and once it's available, I'm going to let you know through the newsletter and you will get more information as to what this ebook is about. Obviously, there are way more reasons than 6 reasons, but we're just going to focus on this 6 because the people that I'm trying to speak to in this video are people who want to come to Germany to study and not people who maybe want to come and look for a job or people who are opening a business in Germany. So yes, we're going to focus on these 6 reasons. And so without wasting any time, let's get right into the video. So the very first reason is how affordable it is to study in Germany. According to international student statistics for Germany, approximately 30% of people say that this is the very first reason why they decide to study in Germany. So a couple of years ago, I do not remember exactly when, I'm going to put it on the screen, the government decided to make all public universities have free tuition. And what this means is you are going to pay a very small percentage to be able to study in any public university. Of course, there are private universities where you can pay 4,000 euros, 10,000 euros, 20,000 euros for a university degree. So usually the tuition fee would range between 280 euros until 350 euros. That is what I have found given the universities that I have gone through to look at the tuition fee. So imagine paying 280 euros or 350 euros per semester for a university degree. Like, how affordable is that? So this tuition fee which you pay is used for a number of things, including like the upkeep of the school and your semester train ticket. So usually you would get a semester train ticket which you can use to travel within the province in which your university is or within the town in which your university is. It varies from university to university. I will use myself as an example. My university was North Rhine-Westphalia in Kleve, and the semester train ticket which I had was able to allow me to travel within the whole of North Rhine-Westphalia. And not just that, during the day I'm able to take one person for free on the train after 7 p.m. and on the weekends I'm able to take 2 people for free throughout the day to travel with me with my ticket throughout the whole of North Rhine-Westphalia. And also, just one more thing, because my university was very close to the border of the Netherlands, and the town that my university was close to is called Nijmegen. With my student ticket, I was able to cross the border into the Netherlands and go there, and usually students will go there to a party or to shop. Yeah, you would just use that same ticket to come back. So it gave me the opportunity to even travel to another country for free. For free. This lasts for up to 6 months because yeah, a semester is a 6-month window period. So yeah, honestly, I would say the tuition is free because you get so much value for how much you pay. You're able to use your semester ticket to do so much around in the province in which your school is or your university is. And for me, it's such a huge bonus that I don't know if it exists in any other country. So the second point is going to be cost of living. Again, I'm going to use myself as an example, or people that I have lived with, people that I know. And the cost of living is going to include a breakdown of your rent, your grocery, your monthly grocery shopping, going out as a student, and also fashion shopping. So for a lot of online fashion shops, or even shops that have a physical presence, if you go in there and you tell them that you're a student and you're able to show them your student card, you automatically get a 10% discount. And I used my student card almost all the time when I had to shop, except when I forgot it at home. So that already is a really huge bargain. When it comes to rent, there are so many student apartments and student accommodation that are available for students. And yeah, the prices are really subsidized in such a way that students are able to live in these places. And one thing that I really advise people to do is, when you come to Germany as a student, it will even be more affordable if you're able to live in a shared apartment. So here it's called a Wohngemeinschaft, and you would usually stay in a student apartment, and in this student apartment you're living with other students. It can vary from you living with one person to you living with 8 people. You really have so many options to choose from. I lived with 2 other people, and being able to share the rent or to be able to split the rent between 2 other people and have a really nice apartment was a very huge bargain for me as well. The third point that we are going to talk about as to why you should move to Germany to study is the fact that when you move to Germany, you are usually given a visa, and this visa is called a Schengen visa. A Schengen visa allows you to be able to travel to all Schengen countries, which I do not know all of them from the top of my head, but I think all EU countries are within the Schengen area. Yes. Yeah, all EU countries are in the Schengen zone. Imagine having the opportunity or the possibility to travel to all of these countries without having to go through the whole visa process. For me, it was just a game changer. I could not even believe it. Like I mentioned before, my university was literally at the border between Germany and the Netherlands, and you could just pop in and out without having to apply for a visa or anything. And I'm sure for some people listening to this, they'll think, yeah, that is normal. No, coming from Cameroon, it's not normal to just pop in and out of the neighboring country. You need a visa, they're going to check your passport, which they do not necessarily do here. It's literally like you're traveling to another town. Yeah, so the possibility of traveling throughout all of the Schengen countries without having to apply for a visa while living as a student or being in Germany as a student, that's how I feel about it. So the next point we're going to talk about is the quality of education. German universities are very, very worldwide recognized, given the fact that you will be able to get such high quality level of education for the amount of money that you are paying for that level of education. Again, like, there are really no words to be able to explain how I feel about the education system and how affordable it is and the opportunities that it gives people to be able to get such good quality education for how much they pay. So another good point that I'm going to add is the diverse nature of the students, the international students in Germany. In my class, for example, there were people from almost every single country in the world. There are people from everywhere, from Poland, from Russia, from South Africa, from China, from Nigeria, from Zimbabwe, from Ghana, from Senegal, from Ecuador, from Mongolia, from the US. Can I keep going? Like, literally, I remember people from all of those countries. And it was just always so interesting to be able to meet people from those different countries. I actually had a really good friend who was from Pakistan, and every time, his name is Alauddin, and every time he made food from Pakistan, it was always so delicious. So, I mean, being open to so many different cultures in one country is really, I think it's really amazing. I mean, you don't need to study in Germany to be open to so many other cultures, but that is one of the opportunities, or that is one of the ways that you can be open to so many cultures in Germany by studying. Another point that I would like to add is the fact that most universities at the bachelor's level require you to be able to do a semester abroad. So imagine being forced to do a semester abroad. Yeah, how nice is that, honestly? Like, and also, if I'm not wrong, when you're on a scholarship and you have to do a semester abroad, obviously this scholarship covers your tuition fees abroad, but you also get to receive, I think, a certain amount of monthly income to cover your expenses while you're living in this foreign country during your semester abroad. I don't know if it's going to be the last point. I don't know how many points I've made so far, but this is a really huge one. And if you look at the statistics of millennials, at least 45% of millennials are in debt because they went to the university. And I'm sure this is not news to so many people, but I honestly only know a couple of people, a handful of people in my life who are debt-free because they studied in Germany. And when I say people in my life, every other friend, acquaintance, family member that I know who has studied in the UK, in Belgium, in the US, they have huge amounts of debt. And the question is, you're going to get just as good a quality of education if you study in Germany. So why not just study in Germany and save yourself so much debt? I don't get it. Like, German universities offer you the opportunity to be able to go into the job market with a clean slate, with no debt, and live your life debt-free, if you may, because you can still leave university and decide to take up debt. But when I say debt-free, I'm referring to debt or loans that you took because of university. So that will not exist if you study in Germany. I was just thinking, I'll add one more point. So the last point that I'm going to be talking about is the fact that students have the opportunity to work. And even though in Germany, when as a student you have limited hours of working, not just the fact that you're allowed to work, but also the fact that there are so many job opportunities out there for students. And one thing I'd really advise people to do, which I did not do, I did, but I did it a little bit later, and I wish I had started earlier, was the fact that as a student, you should start looking for the kinds of jobs that you want as soon as possible. So let's say you want to work as a mechanical engineer. Start already applying for mechanical engineer positions in school. So don't wait to graduate, or don't wait to, almost graduate before you start looking for all of these opportunities. Because they really are out there, and it might take a long time. It might take a year, it might take a year and a half. So why not start way earlier so that you're used to the system in Germany when it comes to looking for jobs, applying for jobs, and then when that time reaches, it's like, okay, I'm ready for this job, Those are the 6 reasons why I think anybody should come to Germany to study. I would never advise anybody to study at a university where you have to pay huge chunks of money for education. It doesn't make any sense.